Yeah.
Tank is one of the most interesting fighters to watch because he's so different. His style is so different. You know, he's so economical. Like, he puts pressure on guys without throwing too many punches, and then starts to figure holes out. And the way he can explode and move in with one shot, my God.
Yeah, he very explosive. He's very explosive, and you know, man, he be cracking them dudes. Hey, he be putting them to sleep.
Just cracking people.
Don't stop it on me, though.
I'm not. Challenge.
Why would you get this one, man?
Ain't no jumping out now.
When Joe Rogan saw Gervonta Tank Davis's new, bulked-up look ahead of his fight with Jake Paul, you could instantly hear that classic Rogan reaction, part amazed, part deep analysis.
I'm a giant Gervonta fan. I think that guy is so unusual.
Yeah.
His style's so unusual, and his like patience.
Yes.
Yeah. He finds these openings and he sees them, but he doesn't go after them right away. He waits for the right time. He's so patient.
Right.
Like when you watch the early rounds of his fights, he's like at a world champions that are competing today at the highest level. He probably has the lowest punch count in the early rounds.
Yeah.
Because he just wait, but he also knows he's got that nuclear option that if he can crack you, most likely he's going to take you out. He's got massive confidence.
On his podcast, Rogan didn't hold back. After watching Tank's new training clips, he said, "That dude looks like he's been built in a power gym." And he wasn't exaggerating. Tank's shoulders are huge, his traps are raised high, and his frame is noticeably thicker than before the Ryan Garcia fight. Rogan broke it down like he always does, explaining how the added muscle could actually boost Tank's explosiveness, increase punch speed, and improve hip rotation rather than slow him down.
It's interesting, right? Like, you don't know whether someone's ever going to be able to figure that out or whether or not he's just going to keep cracking people.
Yeah.
You know, so it's part of the fun of watching it. I've talked to a lot of like real boxing purists. It's like, you can't rely on that style.
Right.
He's got to be busier. When he gets to the best guys, it's not going to work out. Like, well, we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see, because there's so many good guys.
The best part came when Rogan compared Tank to a smaller Mike Tyson with modern science behind him, saying he's built to destroy, not just box. Rogan even joked, "If Jake thinks this version of Tank is fighting for points, he's crazy. This guy's aiming for a quick finish." You could tell Rogan admired the transformation, calling it proof of evolution in real time. He summed it up perfectly. This isn't Tank Davis 2.0, it's Tank Davis Unleashed.
You know, he got the skills, the power, he got that ring IQ to do good, but we haven't seen that yet.
Yeah, he's also wild. He's a wild fella, so he's fun to watch. You know, he's just a crazy dude. You know?
Yeah, coming from Baltimore, man, I think that's just his upbringing as well. You know, product of his own environment.
Yes, for sure. He's just so unique in his approach. Like, you know, he doesn't fight like anybody else.
After Rogan's deep dive into Tank's new power and mini Mike Tyson comparison, analyst Wade Clemens added his own breakdown, making things even more interesting. It's clear these guys aren't just hyping a fight, they're building a plan. Trainer Calvin Ford is right there in the corner, studying Jake Paul like a scientist, watching every habit, every move that could be exploited. This isn't casual training, it's calculated preparation, with Tank mentally locked in and focused on total dominance.
The least serious you take Jake, and I've said this about everybody that's fought him, the ones that don't take him serious, the ones that say he's a YouTuber and everything else, they end up losing, or they end up looking like, oh, wait a second, this guy was a little better than I thought. They end up either getting taken by surprise or actually sometimes losing because they don't realize that Jake actually takes it serious. So this is good to hear. Just already right off the rip, they were already doing something.
Surprise. So tell me, when did you hear about this?
They've been going back and forth for years, Tank and Jake. They've been going at it for years, and it would have happened sooner. You know what I'm saying? But we have hiccups in life.
When Tank targets the body, it's not just to tire his opponent, it's to break him down piece by piece, making every round harder than the last. Watching the footage, you can tell Tank isn't just stronger or faster, he's smarter. Ford isn't training him to swing wildly. It's strategy, how to make a bigger, heavier fighter pay for every inch of reach he thinks he has.
See a guy that's targeting the body, and it's the best thing that Tank could do for this fight. I mean, trying to go headshot for headshot with Jake Paul when he's probably Jake's 7 inches taller than he is. I'm assuming he's going to have a bit of a reach, even though Tank has a kind of freakish reach for his height. I don't think that's a great idea. And again, you're at eye level with Jake's belly button damn near. So you're going to have to be able to land shots right there on the waistline. And it's probably the best idea if you actually want to knock Jake out in this fight, if you actually want a game plan, because again, it's an exhibition, but if you want a game plan to get him out of there, you have to attack.
You can already picture it. Tank landing hard body shots, Jake lowering his hands, and fatigue setting in late. If Tank connects clean, it won't just slow Jake down. It'll completely change the fight. People call it an exhibition, but this training footage proves Tank's treating it like a championship defense. With Calvin Ford in his corner, fear becomes focus. This isn't Tank performing for Netflix, it's Tank planning to dominate. And he's ready to expose every weakness Jake has.
Ridiculously hard for Tank to actually knock Jake out. I'm just, that's like 70-pound difference, 60-pound difference. That means something. And Jake's not some guy that's never thrown punches. He's a relative novice when it comes to, skill level that Tank has, but still, he knows how to protect himself. And again, his body structure allows for some mistakes to happen that he wouldn't have to pay for like he would if he was 135 pounds. Point being, I would be impressed, very, if Tank knocked him out cold or dropped him with some, hurt him.
Just when Calvin Ford's brutal honesty stirred things up, Lamont Roach Sr. stepped in and dropped serious business talk about Tank's recent choices. He claimed Tank skipped a rematch to sign a Netflix deal, saying, "Forget honor, I'm chasing clicks." And honestly, it's wild. The Jake Paul fight makes boxing feel more like a YouTube event. Imagine telling an old school fan that the lightweight champ is fighting a guy who used to film pranks in stores.
It's not good. It's not good for the sport. A lot of people say, "Oh, money this and money that," but you gotta do business the right way. You know what I'm saying? You got guys on that other side, especially fighters, that take time out of their life, train, get their coaches and sparring partners. They go different places, travel. They invest a lot of times in their career, and it's a lot. So, when they get back, they get news like that, it does not receive well. So, but we solid. We're gonna stand 10 toes down, man, and we're gonna see what's next for us.
Roach didn't hold back, saying you can't just walk away from business commitments for a bigger paycheck. And he's not wrong. It's like skipping the finals to play a celebrity match. You'll get the money, but the legacy takes a hit. Sure, Jake Paul can punch, but Tank is built for destruction. This isn't content creation, it's about proving who really belongs in the ring. If Jake treats this like another influencer event, he'll quickly learn Tank doesn't make collabs, he makes statements.
Tank is just so much more better than Jake Paul. And some people feel, well, Jake Paul is this big heavyweight that punches hard, and Tank's gonna find out, do you feel like this is going to be an actual real fight just underneath the term exhibition? And do you see the fight playing out when someone gets hurt?
I don't even want to talk on that fight, be honest. I can care less about what it is. It's an exhibition, man. You know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing. He ducked that work. Yeah. He ducked that work.
After his father's comments, Lamont Roach Jr. jumped in and said what most people were already thinking. He claimed Tank didn't just skip the rematch, he walked straight into the Jake Paul circus. Roach Jr. mocked the situation, saying it's like training your whole life for a world title only to watch your opponent headline an influencer fight where glove size is the main story. His frustration was clear. He wanted a real rematch, not Tank chasing viral fame.
Get that rematch fight versus Gervonta after this fight?
Who knows? He said he's retiring. I believe him. I think he's scared. So if he's going to retire, I believe he's going to retire.
You think he'll retire after the exhibition match?
I think so.
Why do you say that?
Because we get scared.
And sure, the Jake Paul fight promises huge money, but legacy doesn't live on social media. If Tank plans to retire after this, it's like quitting mid-series because the merch sold out. Jake's 200 pounds of internet fame, and Tank's a human missile. This fight will either be over in minutes or turn into a marketing goldmine. Boxing has gone from HBO-level drama to YouTube reality TV, but everyone will still tune in. Because when Tank faces Jake, something shocking, brutal, and expensive is bound to happen.
Jake Paul and Gervonta fight. The weight, the ounces on the gloves, 12 ounce, and then, Calvin was asking to get the 10s. What do you think about that? And people who don't understand that.
I'm not worried about that. I'm not worried about their fight per se. I really don't care. I don't care about their fight.
This fight feels more like a social experiment disguised as a main event. Jake Paul, the internet's favorite chaos creator, is stepping into the ring with Gervonta Davis, a fighter raised in Baltimore's toughest gyms. It's influencer fame versus real fighter mentality, algorithms against authenticity. Both need each other. Jake wants respect, and Tank wants global fame. If Tank lands clean, it's not just a knockout, it's boxing taking back control from social media. But if Jake survives or lasts deep into the fight, he might become the sport's most controversial success story. Either way, this fight decides who truly owns the spotlight.
Jake Paul is good enough where people say, oh, he's terrible. Jake Paul is not a world-class fighter. I don't care how a person feel about that. Fighters that started in their formative years, like we did, 8, 9, 10, we got too much time in. Jake will never catch up to that. He'll never catch up to that. We just got too much time in.
In the end, one man's chasing greatness, the other's chasing validation, and both are risking everything. When the gloves touch, we'll see if authenticity still beats popularity. Either Tank proves real boxing still rules, or Jake pulls off the biggest surprise since McGregor versus Mayweather. So what do you think? Will Tank drop Jake fast, or can Jake handle the pressure? Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.